Hello again, everyone. Hope you are well on this Monday afternoon. It is 35 degrees right now, and it's about to get dark here. But, we went from 74, 75 degrees to 35, 36 right now. So, I'm not complaining, though. Hey, it's November. We're almost into Thanksgiving, if y'all can believe that, y'all. Several things to cover. Is the shutdown really over, or is it about to be over? It's questionable. It's very questionable. We'll go into that a little bit. This dog had an opinion. Also, Trump's come out and said that he's going to roll out $2,000 to most Americans. Okay. I got an opinion on that. And what else? Prepare like an Amish squirrel, y'all. Somebody made a comment. I forget who it was now. Prepare like an Amish squirrel. I love it. I like it. I said I'm going to make that a title somewhere along the line here. I have a terrific passage I'll share with you towards the end of the video. I might have to turn on the light to read it, but anyway, I saw something earlier, though, a little video clip that disturbed me, and at the White House or outside the White House, and I do not understand. Make this make sense to me. Please make this compute, okay? And I'm just probably, I think I saw a snow flurry. Anyway, yeah, that's a snow flurry. Anyway, I'm probably naive, I know, but I saw a while ago a former Al-Qaeda, ISIS, HTS leader and the current Syrian president, Ahmed al-Sharaa, visited the White House today. He visited the White House, and the video shows him coming out and about to get in the car. Maybe he was arriving. I don't even know. He was either arriving or leaving, but he got out of a car, a limo, and was greeted by, I don't think it was a real big crowd, but a cheering crowd that was cheering for him and yelling. Outside the White House, y'all. I think it was the back part of the White House, though. It wasn't like out front there. Back door. But there was a small cheering crowd there just hooping and hollering, loving it. And he loved it. But why is he said he was visiting Trump. There was a meeting today. This guy's a known terrorist. So what is going on? What is going on, y'all? I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Trump said that he is going to use revenue from the tariffs to fund a $2,000 dividend for most Americans. He said that all the money that is left over from the $2,000 payments to low and middle class USA citizens, this is from a massive tariff income that's coming in from other countries, will be used to substantially pay down the national debt, which is now over 38 trillion and counting. Y'all, it's the debt is climbing so fast. It's at a faster rate than ever. It was going up like a trillion, I think, or I can't remember the exact number, but like every, I forget now, every 100 days. And now it's doing the same, it's the same accelerated increase, the same increase every like 70 something days. So that it's increasing at a quicker pace even. It just continues to get faster, go up faster. If you go to just Google the national debt clock, it will give you in real time how much is going up. It's crazy to watch that. I mean, it's crazy. Every second, it's just popping up. Going up. I don't know about y'all, but I'm still waiting on the Doge check. And then there was something before that they promised. I don't even know what they called that. Maybe it was something similar. Still waiting on that. Still waiting on the Doge check. Didn't happen. The other one didn't happen. My concern here is that, well, you know, there's a pattern here. And if this one doesn't happen, now I'm not debating whether it's right or wrong to do this. I'm just saying if it doesn't happen, a lot of lower and middle income people will you know, $2,000 could make a difference between rent or something. You know, so if this one doesn't happen as well, then I mean, what, you know, it further erodes trust, confidence that may be already gone anyway, right? With a lot of people. So, but just going back to what he said, you know, tariff income that other countries are paying. I mean, I think we're paying it. Actually, not an expert, but from what I can tell, I mean, it looks like we are paying the tariffs. I mean, the cost gets sent down to us, right? The people, you know, buying the products. I mean, really, I mean, if you go buy a vehicle that's manufactured in Japan or Canada, it's tariffed big time. Yeah, that country paid a tariff, but that is getting that's getting trickled down to you if you buy that vehicle, right? You're paying for it. You end up paying for it. Still waiting on the Doge check. Didn't happen. Trump also said that people that are against tariffs are fools. We are the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation, record stock market prices. I'm just laying that out there for you. Y'all comment on that. I've done enough. I've ranted a lot on that kind of stuff. I'm just that's what he said, man. That's what he said. Okay. I was watching a little video earlier. It's talking about the housing bubble and the crash that occurred in 2008. You know, the Great Recession that started, and that was a housing bubble. I mean, and they made a good case of there's an everything bubble right now. Prepare like that's why I'm saying prepare like an Amish squirrel. It's not just housing now. It's stock, real estate. Everything seems so inflated. Gold, silver, crypto, AI investments, among other things. So it's multiple things. We were talking about this the other night at home, his dog, and she said, what are the chances that we wake up one morning and our bank account says 0, but we had money in it the day before, right? I said, I really don't know, but that's a concern. It's a real concern. What do you guys think about that? I think we're in trouble. Going on to speaking of trouble, the shutdown. Now, the way they made it sound like last night was that as far as people reporting it and the news, the legacy news, all that stuff, cable, was that the shutdown was done. It's over with, and everything's unicorns and strawberries and popcorn. But that's not the case. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. And as we listen more and really look into it a little bit more, even when we were keeping up with it last night, Miss Dog's like, it ain't over. The shutdown ain't over. And they're not going to figure it out. Probably not even this week, she said. I'm like, yeah, I agree. I can't disagree with that. She said, it could just keep going on. They ain't going to work this out anytime soon. She said that last night. Now, what I'm hearing today is that this possibly could end sometime this week, because it's got to go through, they're going to vote, I guess, the Senate, and then it's got to be approved, I guess, through the House, and then goes to Trump And he could veto it if he don't like something in it. So it's got to go through several hurdles, many hurdles, actually. From what I can gather, trying to get my arms around this, it looks like they're in agreement, or they've had progress with, as far as the Senate, is to fund SNAP, food stamp benefits through fiscal 2026, fund the air traffic controllers, the military, federal employees that have been laid off, furloughed, working without pay, restore their back pay. Also, hire back the federal employees that were fired by Trump and Doge. So that's like a repeal of Doge, right? And yeah, so military SNAP, air traffic controllers, all that stuff as well. It doesn't resolve the Obamacare unaffordable, I call it the Unaffordable Care Act, the subsidies that still hold that up, which is awful. It's not the Affordable Care Act, it's the Unaffordable Care Act. Health insurance is just a scam, I think, anyway, but what can you do, right? I mean, more and more, I saw a report where more and more people are just not doing health insurance. They're not paying for it. I guess you get hit in your taxes if you don't, but they just take the hit because it's so damn expensive now, right? It's a gamble, but it's getting to where I've heard similar about homeowners insurance, people who got have their houses paid off, especially if you live in these places like California where the homeowners may not even be available. You know, I think we're coming to a time, we're going to see a time to where if you have health insurance, or you have homeowners insurance, or automobile insurance, or any insurance, you're considered like really, really rich. You're just going to have to make do. What if you get sick? Well, whatever happens, happens. I think we're coming to a point where that will be the case. It's the case with a lot of people already right now, y'all. Well, you know, you just go, if you have to if you have to go to the hospital, you go to the hospital. You're not going to be able to pay for it. What do? I think we're heading that way. Prepare like an Amish squirrel. Even if it ends, when and if the shutdown ends, they say that the air traffic chaos will continue. There's a big shortage still. Even before the shutdown, there was a shortage of air traffic controllers, over 3,000 at conservative number there. Also, there will be the delays and cancellations of flights will continue. It's a fragile, outdated infrastructure. Air traffic. I heard there was a near miss in Los Angeles over the weekend or before the weekend. Can't remember, but two commercial airliners almost collided. That's my concern. You're going to have a situation to where you're going to have a really bad thing happen. Is my concern. Even regardless, even throw out the shutdown, even without that, you could have that happen because of shortage of air traffic controllers. They're stressed anyway. And then Trump said that he's talking bad about the ones who called out or whatever. But I mean, gosh, you're not getting paid. If I'm not getting paid, I'm gonna have to figure something out, right? He did say he was going to do like a $10,000. I don't know how this could happen, but he was saying that the ones who never took any time off during the shutdown or never called out would get like these huge bonuses. I don't know. Did we ever get no tax on tips? That kind of stuff. Does that ever happen? I don't know. There's always some loophole, some BS thing that you have to go through or whatever. It's always some backdoor grift going on or something. I don't know. I really had a pretty good day today, so I'm just looking at things from a real perspective, y'all. I mean, and we need to keep the theme here, of course, is keep your preps up. Okay. They're going to end up kicking this can down the road again to the end of January. This is what they're talking about. January 30th, fund the government till just to the end of January. So, I mean, the can gets bigger, and one day, you just can't kick it, and something happens, something breaks. I think something's broken already. A lot of things are broken. My concern, the economy, employment, jobs, national debt of people. People can't afford insurance. People can't afford the rent anymore. It's going up exponentially. Mortgage rates, your homeowner's insurance and property taxes are making mortgage payments out of reach. People can't barely stay in the home. We could see a bubble burst that is more than just housing. So that's why I say just keep up your preparations. That's first is, of course, spiritual, but some things that I would look at as far as your preps that we don't talk about, some things that we don't talk about are not, don't get mentioned often out there in the world. Think about these things. We always talk about water, of course, water, food, financial, of course, your faith. But think about, we're in the winter now, your winter gear, your winter stuff. And other things like hygiene, cleaning supplies, cleaning materials, lighters, manual can openers, scissors, a good pair of scissors. Get two or three, get a backup. We bought an extra manual can opener not long ago. Just never know what's going to happen. Vitamin C, somebody was mentioning that in the comments the other day. Vitamin C, your fuel. Propane. Oil for oil lamps. Protein. Look at our protein, y'all. So those are some things that I was thinking about that don't get mentioned very often. People who are homeless or have been homeless will tell you socks, blankets, hygiene, lighters are greatly valued. Good pair of shoes. Keep stacking as you can. I know everybody's budget's different. We'll see what happens with the if the shutdown gets resolved. I will say, I mean, and I was thinking about this before recording. I know we're blessed, and we're not federal and government employees, but we have not been really directly, at least, affected by this shutdown. I think one day, the day is coming when it shuts down permanently. At least as we know it. It will not resemble what we see it as now. In other words, I'm trying to articulate that. But if that makes sense. Share your thoughts. Let's stay in the Word. I'm going to go to a passage. I can't forget the passage. All right. We're going into John. This dog was talking about this passage. John, the first 5 verses, the book of John, the deity of Jesus Christ. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. He was in the beginning with God. Listen, that again. Verse 2, he was in the beginning with God, the deity of Jesus. Continuing verse 3, all things came into being through him, and apart from him, not even one thing came into being that has come into being. In him was life, and the life was the light of mankind. And the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not grasp it. Again, verse 5, and the light shines in the darkness, and the darkness did not grasp it. Man. Let's stay close to Jesus, our Savior. Be safe. Be careful out there. Share your thoughts. God bless you. I'll see you soon.